Hi, welcome to your practice. I'm Angela. This practice is for when you need to get moving. Maybe you're feeling sluggish or having a hard time getting started in the morning. Maybe you've been working all day or traveling and need to move your body and shake things up. You're not going to need anything, but if you do have blocks and like them in your practice, feel free to grab a block or two. Otherwise, just you and your mat. We'll get started on our backs. Lay on back and just give your knees a hug to your chest. Maybe rock a little side to side. You can always make circles with your knees, a couple in one direction, and then reverse in the other direction. And take a few breaths in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Let's take that a few times. Breathing in through your nose. Open your mouth. And one more like that. Breathing in through your nose. And open your mouth. And letting your lips come together gently. And breathing in and out through your nose. Bring your left foot to the mat and keep hugging the right knee to your chest. And then if it feels good, slide your left leg forward. Feel the thigh heavy, grounding into the ground. Easy stretch, so we're just getting started really lightly. Feel your breaths coming in and out through your nose. Head, neck, and shoulders relaxing into the ground. And then maybe give your knee a little squeeze up to your chest. Feel your tailbone heavy. So you're not flattening your low back. You still have that natural curve. And your left foot, your toes, your heel are reaching away from your body. And take another nice breath in. And breath out. And then you're going to bend your left knee, bring the right ankle to the left thigh, figure four, gently flex the right ankle, and if you want, you can wrap your hands around the left thigh there. It might feel good to rock a little side to side, warming up the outer hip. And you can either stay here as you breathe in, point your left toes, inhale, lengthen that leg up to the ceiling, and exhale, flex and bend. Inhale, point and lengthen, and exhale, flex and bend. Feel the shoulders heavy, breathing in, point and lengthen, exhale, bend and flex. Take that a few more times on your own. And you're going to step both feet to the mat. Grab the left thigh or the left shin, hugging the knee to your chest. Stretch your right leg out. Heavy right thigh. Toes, heel, leg reaching away from your body. And the natural weight of your arms on the left shin drawing the knee in. So we're not tensing one part of the body to relax another. We're just trying to find that overall ease. And then right foot comes to the mat, left ankle crosses on the thigh, gently flex the left ankle, hips heavy. Maybe you grab the thigh, maybe you leave your foot on the ground. And breathe into it, nice, easy, slow breaths in and out. If you want to rock a little side to side. And then either stay here, find some length through that right leg, breathing in, point and lengthen. Exhale, bend and flex. Inhale, point and lengthen. Exhale, bend and flex. Just easy movement. Inhale, point and lengthen. Exhale, bend and flex. And just a few more on your own. And then bring your both feet to the mat. And hug your knees back into your chest. This time, take your knees a little wide toward your armpits. Still feeling that natural space under your low back, so you're not flattening it to the mat. And either stay here or come into a happy baby if you want to grab your ankles, the outer edges of your feet, or you could just keep your knees bent, hugging them towards the armpits. Just a couple breaths here if you like, rocking side to side. Hug your knees in. Give yourself either a few rock and rolls up to sit, or just roll to one side and press yourself up to sit. And once you come all the way up, you're going to swing your legs around behind you. You're going to tuck your toes and push your hips back. Plant your hands, fingers, palms, and really pushing your hips back. I want you to feel a little stretch in the soles of the feet with those toes tucked under. Keep your hands plugged down. Just lift your head, look between your thumbs. Breathing in, start to hover your knees off the mat. And on your exhale, start to lift your hips and drop your heels at the same time, but keep a good bend in your knees. Maybe even separate your feet a little wider. Easing into your first down dog here. You can sway your hips, shake your head, bend one knee deeper and let the opposite heel drop. Take a couple breaths just listening to your body and moving in a way it needs. And maybe find a little stillness there for 3 breaths. Exhale, let your head, neck heavy, relaxed. Reaching forward through the index and thumb side of your hand. Take one more breath. And on your next inhale, just lift your head, look between your hands, and start to walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Pause there, space between your feet, bend in your knees, maybe grab opposite elbows, sway your torso a little side to side, shift your weight front and back. And let your arms release. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing into your feet, inhale all the way to stand. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. And on your exhale, just fold right back down over your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, step your left foot back. Lower your knee. Lift your chest. You can walk your hands to your thigh. If you have blocks and you like using them, you can bring them back towards your hips. Let your hips be heavy. And feel that lift in your chest. So front foot, back leg, pressing down so you can lift your chest. And then bring your right hand to the outer right knee. Press them both gently into one another. Inhale your left arm up. And then exhale a little side bend to the right. Your right hand, right leg pressing into one another is going to help stabilize you. And just one more breath here. Breathing into the left side, the left lung, opening the left ribs. And on your exhale, your left hand comes down. Inhale your right arm up. Left knee can stay down or you can tuck your toes and lift that knee off the mat. Take a long breath in. And on your exhale, release your right hand. Step your left foot forward. Fold over your legs. Fingers on the mat or shins. Inhale, lift your chest, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Press into your feet. Inhale to stand. Reach your arms up. Reach your chest. Exhale, dive back over your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, right foot back, lower your knee. You can always double your mat. Put a little towel under your knee for some padding. Walk your hands to your left thigh or your blocks. Take a moment there, pressing down into the feet, into the back leg. And then left hand and outer knee, hug in. Inhale, right arm and chest lift up. And then exhale, side bend to your right, to your left. Take one more breath, maybe lean a little back and then a little more to the left, breathing in. And then exhale, release, right hand down, left arm up, inhale, twist. Maybe tuck your back toes, lift your right knee. And take one more breath here. And exhale, release. And you're gonna step your feet wide, coming into a squat or malasana. I'm gonna shift my position to face you. So feet wide, toes out. If you want, you could sit on a block or even a pillow or something, a towel. Or you could stay unsupported. And we're just gonna take about 5 breaths here. Feel free to soften your gaze or even close your eyes. Feel the weight evenly distributed in your feet. Just have one more breath here, lengthening up through the spine, lifting your chest. And on your exhale, hips up, head down, parallel your feet, but keep that wider stance for a moment, soft knees. Maybe open your mouth, exhale. Bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Take a breath here, heels back, chest forward, lift your navel, breathing in. On your exhale, lower down. You can always drop your knees first, then your chest, point your toes, roll your shoulders back. Inhale, low cobra. Without moving your hands, think of pulling them back, reach your chest forward, and then maybe put a little more weight in your hands, come a little higher, breathing in. And on your exhale, downward facing dog, tuck your toes, send your hips back. You stay right there on your mat. I'm just gonna shift my position a little bit here. And then breathing in, let's lift our right leg up and back. And exhale, step forward, bring your left heel down, coming right into peaceful warrior. Press down into your feet, reach that right arm up over your ear. Let your hips drop. And take one more breath in. And on your exhale, extended side angle, you can bring your forearm on the thigh. You can bring your hands on your block inside your foot or your fingertips to the mat. Left arm can reach up or over your ear. Find what feels good for you. Breathe into it. Gaze anywhere that's comfortable for the neck. And on your exhale, your hands are gonna come down inside your right foot and you're gonna heel toe it wide to the edge of your mat. Turn your toes out a little so they're off the mat and lower your back knee. So a block might be handy here. You could bring your hands to your block as your hips sink, your chest lifts. You could pause and stay there. You can even lower your forearms if you want to get a little deeper in those hip creases. And then another option that I like is left hand on the mat or a block. Your right arm is gonna sweep back and you could just stay here in this twist or bend your back foot, grab the toes or the pinky edge. And wherever you are, I want you to feel a sense of ease with your breath, so you're not straining or holding your breath. You're able to breathe into the movements and let your breath soften the body, maybe take you a little deeper, or just help you relax into wherever you are. And then slowly release that. Bring your hands down, tuck your toes, lift your back knee. On your inhale, right leg sweeps up and back, open your hip, bend your knee, let that left heel drop heavy. Head relax, shake it out. Keep weight even in both hands as you push your hips back, and then reach your right heel to the left and towards the left glute. One more breath. And on your exhale, straighten, square your hips, step your right foot down, maybe inhale plank pose, maybe skip it. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm just gonna turn over so I can face you guys. From downward facing dog, inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, stepping forward, right heel down, plant your feet. Inhale, up and back, peaceful warrior. Hips heavy, legs strong. Head gazing wherever's comfortable. And on your next exhale, your extended side angle, forearm to thigh. Maybe your fingers on the mat or block. And your right arm up or over your ear. Settle into your breath. And on your next exhale, your hands come down. Lift your back heel, open your left foot nice and wide. Lower the back knee. Pause here, just see how this side feels. Take a moment maybe to lift your chest, let your hips sink. And then take whatever you did on the other side. If you stayed in this lizard lunge, if you took the twist, reach back, maybe grab your back foot. Leaving space to breathe, leaving space to settle in, so we're not forcing anything. And you're going to release that. Hands down. Inhale, lift your right knee, sweep your left leg up and back, down dog split. Open your hip, bend your knee. Feel that right heel heavy, arms, hands rooting down, pushing your hips back, and then squeeze left heel to right glute and reach a little more to the right. Breathe in. On your exhale, lengthen your legs, square your hips, down dog. Either stay here or take the vinyasa. I'm going to stay here, but maybe you're inhaling to plank, exhaling to lower, inhaling into your back bend, meeting here in downward dog. Take a breath in, open your mouth, lower your knees, just sit on your heels or take child's pose. Just pause for a moment. Just notice how you feel as you start to stir things up with movement. And then start to let go as you breathe out. Feel the shoulders relaxing away from your ears, muscles in your face softening. And starting to come back into downward facing dog. Just a little more movement. From down dog, inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot forward. Press into your feet. Hips heavy, inhale, high lunge. You can always lower your back knee if your balance is a little shaky today and you want more stability. And on your inhale, feel your chest lift. Exhale, your hands together, thumb to sternum. Start to turn to the right, coming into a twist. You can always lower that back knee. If the leg is lifted, I want you to reach that back leg up. Reach your right knee forward. And one more breath. And release your hands down. If you have your block, you might want to grab it inside. Lengthen your legs, bring your left heel down, spin it in so your toes angle outward. Inhale your chest up, long spine, and exhale, fold forward, Parsvottanasana. Feel free to keep a soft bend in that right knee so we're not forcing anything. Settling in. Inhale one more time, lift your chest and lengthen out a little further, and then exhale down the right leg. Start to come into that lunge as you breathe in. Exhale, your choice, plank or down dog. If you're taking plank, lower, coming into that vinyasa, breathing in to open the chest. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step forward. Heavy feet press down, hips drop. Inhale, lift your chest. Take your arms up. Take a moment to just feel your lower body grounded and stable. And then breathing in, chest up. Thumbs to sternum as you exhale. Twist to your left. Hips dropping, right leg lifting, left knee reaching forward. And on your exhale, release. Lengthen your legs, bring that right heel in, toes angle out, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, chest up, exhale, fold. Breathing in, find a little more length through the spine. Exhale down. Inhale, lunge. Last vinyasa if you want to take it. Exhale, plank and lower. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward dog, we're going to meet in tabletop, hands and knees. You're gonna stretch your left leg back and then bring your right foot to the left. Tuck your left knee behind your right and start to shift back any amount. If Gomukhasana is uncomfortable, I want you to come into Sukhasana where you're sitting with your right shin crossed in front and you're folding forward from there. So both of those shapes are gonna target the outer hips, opening the low back. Find whichever one is more comfortable, you can breathe into more comfortably. Don't worry about your hips coming all the way down to the mat. And if they do, just letting them sink back softly. inhale, you're gonna come up. If you're sitting cross-legged, you're just gonna switch left shin in front. If you're taking Gomukhasana, come into tabletop. Right leg stretches back, bring your left foot to the right, and then tuck your right knee behind, separate your feet. Just really slowly guiding your hips back, pausing anywhere along the way, breathing into the stretch. Your inhale. If you're in Gomukhasana, come back through tabletop, and we're all gonna meet in a seat. Bringing the soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana. If your hips are on the mat and you're a little bit in a C curve here, grab something to sit on. Block, a blanket, a towel, a pillow, anything to lift your hips. I want you to feel how that brings your pelvis more neutral so you're not tucked under. And then from there, breathing in, and either stay there or hinge forward. Your inhale, lock your hands back, lift your chest, help your knees together, come off your block or your blanket, bring your hips to the mat, and lower onto your backs, finishing where we started here. Take a moment, feet a little wide, rest your knees in against one another. If you want to take one hand to chest, one to abdomen, a couple soft, easy breaths. Winding down the practice, but we're not done yet. We're gonna finish with one back bend shape. So let's all start together, bringing your feet and hips width, reaching your fingers toward the back of your heels, just barely grazing them. Shoulders back, lift your chest, and on your inhale, lift your hips. And from here, you can stay in bridge. If you do have a block or a pillow or towels, maybe you want to bring that under your sacrum, come restorative. Maybe you want to interlace your hands underneath you, wiggle your arm bones closer, grounding down through the arms, feeling that broadening across your chest. Maybe you're feeling warm and ready for full wheel. Feel free to take that. Wherever you are, take about 5 more breaths. In your time, you're going to slowly lower your spine, your hips back to the mat. We'll meet with our feet wide again, knees resting in. This time, take your arms either out to the sides or overhead, and let your knees sway side to side a few times. If you have time in your practice and you want to take another round or 2 of back bends, feel free. From here, all I have left for you is Shavasana. If you would like to give your knees a hug to your chest first, find that little massage rocking side to side for a moment. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna extend your legs out. Let your knees, toes, your thighs roll apart. If it's comfortable to bring your arms away from the body, palms up, shoulders heavy. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you just soften your gaze and give yourself at least a minute or two of rest if you have the time. I'm going to leave you here. Rest as long as you can, as you like, as you have time for. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.